If anybody owned it other than Trudeau, it would be an improvement.
It is a sunny day out here in Okotoks, Alberta. I am just at a grocery store where I'm about to ask regular moms and dads who are out doing their Christmas shopping whether or not they think Donald Trump would be treating Alberta's oil and gas sector better than Justin Trudeau. I ask this question all the time at protests, but that has a chance of biasing the results. So I'm just going to go out and ask random folks what they think. Let's go. Do you think Donald Trump would treat Alberta better than Justin Trudeau?
That's a good question. As much as I don't really like Donald Trump, he does look out for himself, whereas Trudeau's not. I don't feel that Trudeau is keeping an eye on Alberta the way he should be. So, unfortunately, I have to say Donald Trump probably would. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Why is that?
He's a businessman. Trudeau isn't. Trudeau's a teacher, if that.
Probably. He has a few brains.
What?
I have no faith in Justin Trudeau. He makes promises and nothing. There's nothing to them. The last little offers, the case in point, it's all aimed at the wrong thing. He needs to put the pipelines through. And until that happens, the whole country is going to feel the crunch.
Do you think Donald Trump would build pipelines?
Oh, sure, anything in the economic interest. Look at how the American economy is going. Yeah, I do.
I think he probably would because he's a businessman and he gets what's going on. I'm not a fan of him.
Yeah, I think Donald Trump would treat them better because he's very much about, I don't know, he's a rebel. What can I say? So he would really, if it was better for his country and was going to profit the government, he would be out there doing something about it. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a fan of Donald Trump, but I think in this case, he would be all about looking after Canada.
Oh, without a doubt, if anybody owned it other than Trudeau, it would be an improvement.
Would Alberta make it as the 51st state, do you think? Do you think that would work well?
I don't know. That's something I would not want to see happen.
Our history was in Canada many years before Alberta was a province, was very close to becoming a part of the United States. Would we separate that way? Who knows? It's interesting.
I don't think Canadians truly want that. I do understand that a huge amount of Western Canadians would like to see it separation from Manitoba to the Pacific, and also the northern territories.
Do you think we'd be better off as an independent country instead than with coastal ports? And
I hate to spoil tradition, but yes, I definitely think we would be better off if we were governed, Western government, taking care of Western needs for Western people. Being governed, 1,000 miles away is not effective for the West.
Would you support an independent Western Canada from Manitoba to BC?
Yes, definitely.
Would you like Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta, and BC to become a new country and separate and be independent? Would you support that?
You know, that's a tough one. I would have to do more research on that before I answered that, completely correct, whether it's the best interest of the Western provinces to do that.
What's your gut instinct? What is
My
your
gut instinct is that the Western provinces, when it comes to minerals and everything else, we're very rich. So, Eastern Canada would feel that effect. So I think we would be very profitable on our own. I think we could do that. Whether it's going to happen, I think it's a wrong thing to happen because I think we should all come together as a country and be united and do the right thing. So the East has to understand the West and the West has to understand the East. So it goes both ways.
I had wondered if the anger we've been seeing across Alberta was limited to the protesters. Maybe just the protesters were angry. Well, as you can see now, that couldn't be farther from the case. These were everyday moms and dads, grandparents buying their kids and grandchildren Christmas presents. No political inclination whatsoever, yet that's how they answered those questions. Something I want to throw up on the screen here is what I just Googled while I was chatting with someone. This is the Google Trends for the term Alberta separation. Alberta has never been thinking about separation more than they have right now. And what's also interesting is Saskatchewan and Manitoba and British Columbia even, there's interest there as well. Is anyone surprised at this point that Albertans want out of Confederation? For the Rebel.media, this is Cian Bexty. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the coverage. This is the kind of coverage that you'll only get here at the Rebel, so be sure to like and subscribe. The mainstream media isn't going to show you anything like this.